Hello, my people. Happy Friday, and we know what Friday is all about now. It is weekend, and it is Owambe weekend. I say, your humble boy, Kelvin Ojefa, your boy from the hood, and this is SOUQ Sports, where we give you all the latest information about sports, transfers, international breaks, tennis, golf, and anything that has to do with sport. We don't just give you the fun part. We also tell you about the cash, the money. Like Juve will say, money, the money. Yes, we also tell you about the money. We tell you how many persons is cashing out and those that lost. Yeah. And I know some of you will be wondering why I am here. Don't worry, you see this from next week. Definitely, you see this here again. They say na pikin when they follow mama they enter kitchen, now they sabi cook. So I can actually fit in for TC anytime he's not around. But I'm not here to do the show alone. I'm with one of our runaway brother. He has been with us before. He came, he saw, and he conquered, but later he's just jackpot. But now he's back.
Thank you, Kelvin. What's up, my SOUQ family? I still remain your boy, Delight, although I have been long away from the show. But trust me, the steez is there.
Yeah.
The vibe is there, and I'm here to give you guys 100% good content on sports news. And we are going to be taking you from F1 to golf to tennis down to football, which most of us are waiting.
Yes.
And, also, we are not forgetting boxing, and we are taking you around the world of sports, and we are going to give you the current updates on what's happening and what's trending. Kelvin, over to you.
Okay, you had him. What's happening and what is trending? First on our list, let's go on boxing. Yes, let's do our feast. Let's see how it's going to be like. So Anthony Joshua, when fully drilled, is unbeatable. You understand?
Yeah.
When fully drilled, is unbeatable. Usyk could be after Daniel Dubois fight. Anthony. Joshua we want to box. Joshua wants to box for undisputed title if he beats Daniel. But do you see that happening? It's actually very funny when someone like Joshua, not even funny, someone like Joshua saying he's going out for Usyk. We know who Usyk is. Usyk is not just a fighter; he's a warrior. He's very, very aggressive when it comes to the ring. He owns the ring. He did the same thing to Tyson Fury. But now, Joshua, our own Joshua, our Nigeria brother, is saying that when he's done with Daniel, he's going straight to Usyk. But let's talk about Joshua and Daniel's fight first. What will be the outcome? Do you see Joshua coming out successfully or Daniel?
If we are to go by the sporting psych or the sporting psychology, I see Joshua actually winning Daniel because of his target actually really isn't Daniel.
Yeah, true.
You get?
True.
So his target is Usyk. And for him to be able to be prepared for Usyk, he obviously has to win Daniel. Do you get?
Okay.
So I feel that Joshua has to come out superior in Daniel's fight, because if he doesn't, it will affect his mentality towards Usyk. And Usyk is not an average boxer.
Mm-hmm.
We are talking about someone who is
the world. Who is the word average?
Who is very aggressive. And let's not forget that they fought about 2 times in the past.
Yes.
And Joshua hasn't come out victorious in any.
He lost both. Yeah.
But let's not forget that though it was a competitive boxing match, but now who win? Now so Nigeria now who win we they know say now he gets the match. So the truth of the matter is it's the psychology is going to really play a big game in this match, because Joshua's target is to win back all the heavyweight belts that has been taken from him. And so we have to expect that the match against Dubois will be one easy one but it will not be easy. But it will not be easy. But
be mindful of what you are saying.
It will not be easy. But Joshua has to make it look easy so that he can go in to face Usyk with a strong composure.
Daniel is not an easy match. check his last record. He has been doing very well. He has the height, he has the physique, he has the strength, he has the heavy punch. So it's going to be a very tough match for Joshua to for me, I actually want him to come out successful in that game. I want him to win so that he can actually face Usyk. But it's going to be an entertaining one. Guys, hope you are ready to see that game. It's coming up on the 21st of September this month. Yes, we have like 2 weeks from now. You see both of them. Approximately 3 weeks from now, we see both of them on the ring. Success to both of them. But what do you think would happen if Joshua actually lost the match?
That's why I
apart
said,
from the cycling thing, what do you think would happen apart from it affecting him psychologically to face Usyk? Because even he can actually beat Daniel and also lose to Usyk. Yeah. Possible. He can lose to Usyk and also beat. He can lose to Daniel and also beat
Usyk. Yeah, that's possible. But regardless, I've been hearing comments around the boxing world where people are saying, regardless of the outcome against Daniel, the fight against Usyk is inevitable.
Okay.
So that he is going to actually, because will I say, okay, I don't want to say this, but I feel that he has lost the 2 matches against Usyk.
So are you saying as a revenge?
I don't want to say that.
Or as a comeback?
No, I don't want to say that as a comeback, but obviously we know how these things are, how it affects us. So he wants to register that win against Usyk. You understand?
Okay.
So that's why I made the statement that Joshua has to make the match against Daniel look easy. Because if he does not make it look easy, the fight against Usyk, him going into that fight will be difficult. You get? Because Usyk is not just an average boxer, but it's one who is to be reckoned with in the boxing world.
Okay, you can hear that. Usyk is not just an average boxer. We know him. We know what he has done. We've seen it several times. We saw what he did to one of our brother, Tyson Fury. And I know I think they have an outstanding match. Let's see what happened after the match between Joshua and Daniel. Yeah. So over to Michael Anko.
And let's move to the world of Formula One now. Lando Norris. McLaren driver says early career struggles with pressure helping in F1 title race. Lando Norris opens up on how he has dealt with pressure in Formula One. Norris is involved in his first title fight against Max Verstappen, so extra scrutiny has been put on the McLaren driver. Lando Norris says his early struggles in F1 have benefited him mentally in this year's titles race as he looks to catch Max Verstappen in the championship. Norris, who is 62 points behind Verstappen with 8 events remaining, is experiencing his first F1 title fight after McLaren's surge in form since the Miami Grand Prix in May. What do you have to say?
So when Laurie said he is looking for a way to get up to Max, I don't see that happening in the next meeting Max in the next 2 years.
Don't forget that he's 62 points behind.
Come on.
And still has 8 matches to go.
This young man has a very long way to go. Now, I think he's saying this because he needs this inner motivation. I like the part when he said his early failure in Formula One, those struggles that affected him mentally, actually gave him a push to where he is now. Now, that is how sportsmen are supposed to act. When you lose, you don't see your failure. You learn from it and you push. But now we know that Max actually have some struggle recently, but for someone like Loris to meet up with him now, it's still going to take a very long time. So Max still remain one of the king of Formula One.
So I have 2 questions here.
Okay.
How has the mental toughness in Formula One been able to push him to this top rank now? Because for him to be challenging someone like Max is definitely among the current best now.
Okay. I think last month Max lost. I think Max has lost two races consecutively. So I think that was, and he won one. Loris won one out of them. So since he was able to beat him once, so definitely this mentality that if I can beat a champion once, definitely I can do it again. That's where the whole mindset is coming from. So he has done it once. There's a possibility that he can do it again and again. So I think that's where the whole mindset is coming from. He has lost also, and you racing with the champions gives you this mentality that you are like the champions, like this, like the Holy Book says, he that walks with the wise will become wise. So he has he has drove with these guys together, he has competed with them, he has fought with them. So he believed that with no time he is going to be one of the best.
Well, for me, I believe that in Formula One, the pressure is always there.
In all sports, not even pressure, in all sports.
So the pressure is always there, and like he said in his own words, that he has channeled this pressure into helping him become the driver he is today. And let's not forget about the support of the team. It's he said he also mentioned that he has received a good support from McLaren. Do you get?
Yeah.
To that's kept him in this position. And to me, I see him in a good position to be able to challenge Max.
But not meeting up to him.
No, I actually
he can challenge. Yes, challenging is normal, but meeting up to him, I doubt that for now.
Okay, so let's move to golf.
Okay, over to golf. Alex Fitzpatrick at stage brother Matt to share lead after the opening round. Family drama. You know, when I saw this, I was actually laughing. Two brothers, but apart from the family drama, this to show how the Western world has gone far when it comes to sport. The bigger brother was there, and they saw that yes, he was doing well. They had to involve the younger brother. How many of our brothers in Africa are up there and they actually want to pull their younger when it comes to the game of now? It's not seen as a competition. You win. Anybody that wins when it comes to it goes to us as well. We are brothers. We are family. So it's a win-win. Even if one lost to the other, it's a win-win because these guys are brothers.
Well, the truth of the matter is, I see them as different from us here in Africa because there's not this who wants to be better.
No competition
in the family whole stuff. But here we've seen that the game has been fair and it has been a lot of work, practice, and even mental toughness, just like we just discussed in Formula One. And here too, also mental toughness has contributed to him to winning against his brother.
Okay, over to tennis. We don't really have much time, so over to tennis. We have a lot of things to cover.
Yeah,
let's talk about tennis.
Jack Draper, young Briton, certain he can reach US Open final when he takes on Jannik Sinner. Can British number one Jack Draper reach the US Open final? British number one Jack Draper is 100% certain he can reach the US Open final as he gears up for the biggest match of his life against Jannik Sinner on Friday at 8 p.m. Draper is 2 wins away from winning a maiden Grand Slam after cruising into the semi-finals of the US Open without dropping a set. What do you have to say, Kelvin?
Jack, my God.
When was the last 2 months we were discussing about Jack Sinner?
Yeah, Jannik Sinner is the world number one.
Yeah.
And Jack is actually the British number one. So, British number one against the world number one. It's going to be a very tough match.
Yeah.
A very tough match. Like I said, it's going to be a very tough one for both competitors. But I won't be surprised if the game goes in favor of Jannik. Jannik has the stamina, has the style. When it comes, he has the mentality of winning big titles. Do you understand?
Yeah.
He has this mentality. He has won it several times. He has gone to compete, to play against top contenders, and he has won. Being the number one is not something you just get on your bed. So it's something he has worked for. So it's going to be a very tough one, but I see Jannik coming out successfully.
Well, let's not forget that even in the US Open, Jack Draper has also shown immense winning strategy with his strong hand serve and his strategies that he has used to claim when a clean victory, not something that he struggled to win. You get so, but we should not also forget that Jackson is also a young talent and one of the best currently in the tennis world. And I hope to see that the match is going to be tough and there'll be a good competition between the two of them.
That is what we pray for. That's what we hope for, because we've seen games like this where we see two tough, or let's say supposedly tough competitors meet themselves and they just go on the side of one. We've seen it several times. We saw it between Jannik Sinner and Djokovic. Yeah, we were expecting a very tough match. And is it? Yes. No, not Jannik Sinner. What's the word number 2? His name just skipped me. Word number 2 against Djokovic. We were expecting a very tough match from both of them, and it just went on the side of the young man. This to show that the world of tennis, when it comes to the world of tennis, we have a lot of young people who are doing extremely very well, and they are giving us good games. We hope to get a good one from them tonight by 8 p.m.
Okay, let's move to US Open. Aryna Sabalenka returns to final in New York, where she takes on Jessica Pegula. Aryna Sabalenka produces a gritty display to reach US Open final against American hope Jessica Pegula. Aryna Sabalenka stayed on course for her third Grand Slam title as she clinched a spot in the US Open final against great American hope Jessica Pegula. Sabalenka, who was runner-up to Coco Gauff last year, is the hot favorite to go one better this year after crushing the hopes of Emma Navarro 6-3, 7-6, 7-2 to reach her fourth Grand Slam final. Pegula finally made her big breakthrough by sealing a place in Saturday's final with a comeback 1-6, 6-4, 6-2 victory against unseeded Czech Karolina Muchova in front of a patriotic crowd on Otto Ashe Stadium. Pegula finally made her big breakthrough by sealing a place in Saturday's comeback. So, Kevin, what do you have to say about it?
Sabalenka is a tough lady. You just like what you just said. Last year he was the runner-up when he faced Coco Gauff. And now this year he has actually left that level. He has proceeded to get his fourth Grand Slam. Sabalenka is a tough contender, and I see her excelling in this one because not because she's actually one of my favorites as well. Though my favorite is Coco Gauff, but she's also someone I actually root for all the time. And she has actually had a very rough start this year, and getting to this level now, it's a good one, and it's an encouragement to show that she didn't really let her past or her recent failures hold her back. So, but I actually see us winning this game.
Yeah, but Sabalenka is actually a good player, an aggressive one at that, with a strong serve, and I see her also excelling in this game.
Okay, so guys, we are going on the break. When we come back, we'll move straight to football, Ballon d'Or, international break with our guest. Don't go anywhere, stay with us.
What's popping, my people? We are still live on the show SOUQ Sport, and we are still giving you the latest happenings around the world of sport. Remain Delight, and with me is Kelvin. And we are taking you down to football now. We are moving to the international break. Club football ended during the week, and we moved to the international break on Wednesday. We have Estonia, who faced Slovakia, and Slovakia took the win in 1-0. Also, this popular one, Portugal, who also beat Croatia 2-1. Dalot, who gave them the first goal, he took the goal back. But thanks to Ronaldo, who came to their saving and make them to win that beautiful match. Also scoring his 900th goal. We will come to that later. Down to San Marino, who won their first official match. I saw the news everywhere, and congrats to them. They beat Liechtenstein 1-0. And also 2-3. Who did that? Scotland versus Poland.
No, that was
That match was really funny because Poland were actually leading 1-0, 2-0
2-0.
with Lewandowski, a penalty, and before you knew it, Scotland came back 2-2, and at the 90-something minutes, 90th plus something, that was when Poland had to seal the win. And down to Group 3, we have Belarus against Bulgaria. Nobody refused to allow the other to score, and that match ended a tie, 0-0. And also Northern Ireland against Luxembourg. Luxembourg, they always Luxembourg lost that match to
should we call them
Northern
the
Ireland.
givers?
The Northern Ireland beat them 2-0. And down to Group 4, which is going to be a tough group. But it seems Switzerland is starting slow because they lost to Denmark 2-0. And also Spain had a draw with Serbia. My boys could not, I don't know what happened, what Serbia used in that net. But I know Serbia is not, there are all these underdogs who look strong. It was a tough one for Spain, but they held their own side, and I'm sure that they are going to come back and in the next round. Let's not forget, we told you we will be having a guest, and Kevin, I think you will do me the honor of welcoming our guest to the show.
Okay, so we have a wonderful guest, a sports enthusiast, Priska Obokari. I hope I actually got the name correctly. Priska, can you hear us?
Hi.
Can you hear us, Priska? Can you hear?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. You just saw what my my co-anchor just read out. What do you think about Ronaldo scoring his 900 career goal? What's your take on that?
Whew. For someone who has always been a Ronaldo fan from the very beginning, I don't know, I'm feeling like a very proud girlfriend at this moment because my baby did so well. When I was watching the game and I saw him score, and I was like, yes. I was even doing SOUQ and doing CR7, the GOAT, the best, everything. It's so beautiful to see someone come from such growth, and even at his age, he's doing so much. He's trying 900 goals is not easy. Career breaking, Guinness World, is doing it everywhere. I'm so happy. I just want him to get to 1,000, and then I'll be like, yes, he really did it, but it's one step at a time. I'm still excited from yesterday's game, though.
Okay, thank you. Don't allow Rodriguez to catch you. You said you are his girlfriend. Well, also, I want to ask, you said he should get to 1,000 goal. Are you expecting Ronaldo to play till he's 40? Well, I feel that Ronaldo is getting to his to the end of his career. And it's important. Yesterday we saw Argentina, who wished Di Maria farewell. But I know that Ronaldo is approaching the end of his career, and I doubt he'll be able to get to 1,000 goals, except he can score 100 in how many game matches. But let's not forget that the Saudi League is also a difficult league, and even the the Europa competitions and all, it's also a difficult one. But what do you have to say about his overall contribution to the Portugal side, even in this late stage of his career?
Ooh, Portugal. The last cup was really sad to be honest, because I always support Portugal. No matter what Ronaldo is there, so I would always support. And seeing them struggling, it was difficult. Seeing him miss a penalty, it was heartbreaking. But like you said, he's getting to the end of his career. And these are things that would get to see. Ronaldo in his prime time is not the Ronaldo now, even though he still tries as much as possible to keep up with everything. But we that has been his fans for the longest time, we've seen the changes. I'm like, oh, this man is getting old. But one thing I always say, please retire when you are still fresh. You just like Toni Kroos, retire while you are hot. And I would really want that for Ronaldo. Retire when you are still hot. He's a benchmark for everybody. Every good footballer in the world wants to be like Ronaldo. So let's see. Let's see what World Cup 2026 is going to bring for us. I heard he has been shortlisted to be part of the footballers going for that competition. So hopefully they get to win it, fingers crossed, and then he can retire in style.
Thank you, Priska. I like how you ended that statement, which says fingers crossed. Let's not forget that I was looking at social media and I saw a statement made by someone. They say leave football before football leaves you. So let's hope that Ronaldo is going to finish well and we'll have a great end of career for him. Over to you, Kelvin.
Okay, thank you, Priska. Thanks for the contribution so far.
Thank
do
you.
you see? Do you think there's still a competition between Ronaldo and Messi? We know the fans actually want to see that. At the time, these guys were the king of football for over 15 years. They had the pitch. They were everywhere. When you talk about Ballon, they were there. You must either hear Ronaldo or hear Messi. Do you see any of them at this point retiring, probably before the end of this year? Ronaldo and Messi. Do you see any of them
No,
retiring
I
now?
don't. I actually don't. I think when it's Ronaldo and Messi, it's like a Tom and Jerry kind of situation. It's going to take one to retire. So the moment Messi is like, oh, I'm retiring soon, Ronaldo would say, I'm retiring soon. So long none of them has come out to say, oh, I want to retire, I don't see them retiring anytime soon. Whether we like it or not, these people have a competition between themselves. And even when they do retire, we as the fans will start looking for something to compare them with. Maybe we'll start comparing their children, their wife, or anything. But there are two amazing players that are sticking football to a very great extent. If you are a Messi fan or you're a Ronaldo fan, you would see their impact. And they still have impact for now. And it's just like the times of Maradona and Pele. And the present day now we are seeing Messi and Ronaldo. And we'll see people trying to emulate them and everything. So I don't think they're going to retire anytime soon. Let's see. Maybe after 2026 World Cup, like I said, then I would probably send a message to Ronaldo and say, please just drop the boots for now. Thank you.
Please try and send a message to him on time before, because like you said, when the upload is high, that's when you take a bow.
Yeah.
Do you think there is we can actually have a competitor? We can get this competition between two players the way we have between Ronaldo and Messi after the era of Messi and Ronaldo? Do you think there are players like that would actually bring football to that level where we want to this is the same energy we got from Messi and Ronaldo? Currently now, with the current young players that you are seeing, with the ones doing amazing very well, do you think there is anybody in the level of these men?
Oh, if there's one player I'm admiring right now, it's going to be Haaland. He has been doing amazingly well. He's so good on the pitch, and to me, I feel like that's what a striker is meant for. But in terms of competition, I've not really seen anybody that I want to pair him with. Maybe Mbappe, but like I said, Ronaldo and Messi needs to retire first before we can now start looking for other people to pit together and be like, oh, let's compare these two people together. But as far as Ronaldo and Messi are still playing, they're still going to be the highest comparison. So when they retire, then maybe we'll start comparing Haaland and Mbappe, or probably Vinicius and Mbappe. But for now, it's just Ronaldo and Messi. It's still the award, and we're still living in it.
Also, to even add to that question you asked, Priska, I would love to answer. Well, even currently, we are having the debates of Lamine Yamal and
Nico Williams.
the guy Adragula from Real Madrid. There are competitions like that. We are also, even before the signing of what's his name, Hendrick. At Brazil League, we've started hearing of Hendrick against Victor Roux, and trust me, the football world is in safe hands with these young players, and there are lots of competitions coming on. Like Priska said, there's the debate of Haaland and Kylian Mbappe, and I know that there are lots of competitions that will come forth because we are having young talent coming up every day in the football world.
Okay, let's move over to Ballon d'Or. Over to you, Delight. Let's. What do you have for us when it comes to? she's excited.
2024 Ballon d'Or Awards nominee was revealed on Wednesday, September 4, 2024, following the partnership announced at the end of last year between UEFA Group Amaury, proprietor of the media companies France Football, and to co-organize the renowned Ballon d'Or from 2024. The nominees of this year's awards have been unveiled, presented annually by France Football since 1956. The Ballon d'Or is the most distinguished accolade a football can receive in recognition of their outstanding achievement. Kelvin, we've seen names on that Ballon d'Or list. We've seen names like Kylian Mbappe, which we expected.
Very, very expected.
We've seen what's his name?
Yes.
Even young Lamine Yamal, who just came out last season.
Even Kopama is there as well.
Exactly. And we are seeing people like Dani Carvajal, well deserved actually.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Rodri must be on that list. Also,
Rodri,
Bukayo Saka, and the rest of them. What do you have to say about some names that have appeared on this list, which people have been complaining? Let me give you a heads up. Names like Declan Rice. People say, what has he done to be on that list?
What has he won? Fine, we know he had a fantastic season with Arsenal in his first season last season, but you can't say because of that you put him in the list. He's a fantastic midfielder. I like him. His impact is actually showed in the Arsenal team, but being there, no.
I've even seen conversation going on about Rodrigo also not being on that list, and he even replied on his Instagram story. But let's ask Priska what Priska thinks. Priska, are you still with us?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Priska, are you still with us?
Yes, I am.
We're discussing, and you heard all we said about people who were snubbed and people who have been put on that list that are not supposed to be on that list, and people who have also been snubbed from that list. What do you have to say?
It's not easy to be nominated, first of all. So congratulations to each and every person that was nominated. It shows that they're actually doing an amazing job. And they are all deserving. We can't have 100 people there. If we have our own way to create the list ourselves, we'll probably put 100 people in that list. But I feel like the organizers know better. They have the way they see these things that we don't. For Rodrigo, though, I think he's actually deserving. But then again, we check him in Brazil. Did he do so well? Lamine Yamal being there, it was amazing in Barca. It was amazing in Spain. So it's very deserving. Declan Rice, he's okay. He's good. But like I said, you can't put everybody there. If I'm to create the list, I would be biased in a way. So let's just say and believe that these organizers are doing a great job. Everybody I saw there, all 30 of them, they actually deserve it. So it's kudos to everybody, from Bellingham to Alan to Rodri to Lamine Yamal being there. It's beautiful. They all deserve it. If you don't get it this year, you get it next year. A Nigerian is there. Demola Lookman is there. I cannot be more excited and be proud for this country. They all deserve it.
Okay, now let me put you on the spot, Priska. Let me put you on the spot. Okay. So that you're smiling. Let me put you on the spot. With the 30 name there, Who do you think? Give me your top 5 that is possible that might possibly win the Ballon d'Or. Give me your top 5 in 5 seconds.
I like this question. I like this question. I love this question. Number 1 has to be Jude Bellingham because that's my baby. So I want Jude Bellingham to win it. Number 2 has to be, for me, I would say, I'm not a Barca fan, but Lamine Yamal has been amazing. So far, he has been good for his age. He's actually excellent. I also love Rodri, both in club and in country. He did amazing. There's Haaland. Ooh, Haaland is spectacular. My 5th person. This is going to be difficult because I'm just going to say Vinicius. Vinicius as well.
That Vinicius did not come before Haaland, actually. But I feel maybe because he did not do well in Brazil, that's why.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, another category which I would like us to discuss is the Copa Trophy.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the best lists that they've produced. In fact, everyone who's on that list
deserves it. Well deserved.
Names like Kubasi. You trust me, my backup boys have to be present every year for that trophy. Because of La Masia, we have names also like Kobe Mino.
Well deserved. Yeah.
When they say composure, Kobe Mino is a true definition of composure. And we have names like Lamine Yamal. Priska, you're looking at me somehow. Am I like... And also we have what's his name?
Garnacho. We have Garnacho there as well.
Garnacho did well for Man United. Priska, what do you have to say about the list?
Being under 21 and being nominated for something like that is beautiful. I wish I was in that category with them, but kudos to them because these are children that would not even considered adults yet, and they have so much to give, so much to enter. You see them on the pitch, like you said, Lamine Yamal, Kobe Mino. You see their mentality for the game and everything. It's as if they've been playing for 25 years. It's beautiful to see. I'm really excited. I'm not being biased, but I would really love Lamine Yamal to win because he's an incredible player. Lamine Yamal or Adagula. If I'm not being biased, I'm not sure I'm being biased, but they are good, amazing people in that category as well.
I'm pretty sure that Yamal is going to win because he's my boy. I like my backup boys. They always make me proud every time. Also, let's not be biased. Let's also look at the female category of the Ballon d'Or. We have 2 people who won it before from the same club. We have Aitana Bonmati. We have Alexis Putellas. Even Lauren James and the rest of them. We have names also like Alisa Nehia. We have Baba Banda, we have Grace Gayoro, and the rest of them who have been put on that list. Do you recognize any name who should be there that's not there?
Not really. Like I always say, the organizers know better than we do, whether we like it or not. So everybody there is deserving, and they all deserve to be there. Seeing Lauren James there and people that have won it before, it's really amazing to see. I just hope the best person wins.
Also, it's important to note that they've introduced 2 new categories: women's best women coach and best men's coach, and that's a kudos to the Ballon d'Or organizers for that. And also, let's move down to Osimhen saga. Kelvin, would you like to take us on that?
When it comes to story, I think you're actually good when it comes to story like this. Just tell us the old drama thing, Napoli, should I say, backslide this guy, and just give us a
let me take you guys through the whole scenario and story that happened between Osimhen and Napoli. We guys remember in 2022, Al Ahly proffered sum of 75 million euros, and Napoli requested a sum of 500 million euros, which was very outrageous.
Very.
But let's move on to 2023, where PSG also came with a beautiful offer for 150 million for Osimhen, and the bid was rejected. Come on, what's happening now, Napoli? What's happening? This guy helped you guys to win lots of trophy, and in 2023, Osimhen signs a gentleman agreement, and a release clause was set for his departure. PSG returned in 2024 with an offer of 110 million euros through Campos, and personal terms were reached in June. Osimhen insisted that his mental health was seriously affected at Napoli due to the whole media scandal and all, and there was no turning back. But Conte pleaded with Osimhen to stay. Contrary to the reports, his defiance led him to be frozen out of the team. And he claims that Chelsea also completely disrespected him, negotiating a swap deal without his consent. Saudi PIF also contacted him and negotiated a 30 million euro salary, and personal terms were agreed. And back to August 29, 2024, Napoli also frustrated that Saudi move by making outrageous demand. Osimhen offered 5 million euro from his own proposed salary because Napoli was asking for that. So he offered that amount to meet Napoli's demand. And 30 minutes after that deal was off, Chelsea finally reached out to Osimhen. Because just remember that they didn't reach out before. They were making arrangements behind his back. But they reached out this time through co-owner Hans-Jörg Wyss. Chelsea offered a sum of 130,000 euros a week. Chelsea tried to also twist him with a claim he wanted 500,000 euros a week. Kelvin, this story has been back and forth since the time the Napoli media stunts came out against Osimhen, and Osimhen has had a lot of issues. Like he said, he went through mental stress and was trying to battle all of this. What do you have to say about the deal that Napoli is actually putting Osimhen through?
First of all, I would say it's going to be a loss for Napoli because the same thing we saw what happened between Mbappe and PSG when they had the chance of catching out when this young guy was still very old. When they had the chance of catching out, selling him and get good money, they tried convincing him to stay for another season. The guy left on the free. I think he's actually the biggest player that came to Real Madrid as a free agent. Same thing is going to happen to Osimhen in the case of Osimhen now, because next season he has just 1 year in his contract with Napoli. So next season he's going to be a free agent. He's going to be free, and any club can actually make a move on him. He's still very good. Now, I'm actually very happy that before the end of the transfer, he was able to secure a move to Galatasaray on a loan move. He went there on his first game. He has scored a goal to show that he still has it in him. He's a very good player. He's a very fantastic player. I wonder why Chelsea didn't even go for him when it is obvious that Chelsea actually needs a strong striker like him to fit in that number 9 position, backing with the help of Kopama and this new guy, Felix. Felix. So he's going to bang more goals, and I think Chelsea need a physical player. Like, I wonder why they didn't go for him.
Okay.
Now with the whole drama thing, when a player is tired mentally in a club, it is better you let him go.
Okay. Well said from Kelvin's perspective. But Priska, I want to see your own opinion on this story. Remember that Chelsea was trying to play smart with Osimhen, and they were trying to take over, push him into pressure to sign for them at that ridiculous amount. What do you have to say about his move to Galatasaray?
I think it's actually a good move for a player when a player says, oh, my mental health is being affected, he has to take his time. And I feel like Galatasaray is just going to be like a calmness ground for him. It's going to be very calm. It's going to be very easy. So it's a loan move. It's going to, whatever he has lost and whatever confidence he feels like he has lost, he's going to regain that. And His deal is going to expire next year, 2025, and then he's going to be a free agent to sign to whichever club he wants. So he has a little less than a year or a season to do so amazingly well and then decide what he wants next for his future. And like Kevin said, we saw that with PSG and Mbappe. And it's going to be a big loss on Napoli because this is a player that has done so well. When the player said he's tired, we've seen it. We saw it in coaches like Klopp when he said he's tired, he's exhausted, he wants to leave Liverpool. They had to let him go. You can't force a player to stay or anybody in that kind of situation, especially when they are at their peak. But I feel like Napoli trying to frustrate him because even me, I got frustrated with everything. One time I'm saying, oh, Chelsea are about to get him. They are going for him. I'm like, oh, good, it's going to make positive impact in Chelsea. And then I'm saying the deal is off, the deal is back on. So even the back and forth, even for me, it affected my mental health too. So I'm excited to see him in Galatasaray and I hope he does so well. He calms himself down, enjoy his time in Turkey. And then when he comes back, hopefully by then we'll see probably a bigger club like Chelsea or PSG go for him. And I wish him that wherever he goes next from Galatasaray, it's going to be an amazing journey for him.
All right, thank you very much, Priska. Thank you for joining us. We hope to actually one of these days bring you to the studio so we can actually talk more on football and talk more about sport. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. All right, now we'll be rounding up with should I say it's a sad one from the Ugandans. Now, Uganda Olympia Rebecca Kiptaga dies after being set on fire by her boyfriend. It's a sad one. This young lady went for the just concluded Olympic, and after that you hear stories like this. Just 33, and
Kelvin, you know my issue with this story is that this is not the first, this is not the second time this is happening in Uganda. This is the third time. And the Uganda Olympic Committee has to sit down and see how they can stop this outrageous act happening against their Olympians. And it's important because if this is not the first, this is not the second, and this is not the third, who knows whether the fourth one is about to happen
again.
You get, it's only when someone is not being punished for a particular offense, that's when other people tend to commit it. You get, so but the Uganda officials need to sit down and deal with this issue seriously so that it can stop acts like this from happening to the athletes in Uganda.
And also, this also boils down to how a child is being raised up, because when you are properly raised by your parents, there's no way you come to the extent of taking someone's life, setting someone ablaze. Do you know what it takes as a human to take petrol and pour on someone and lit a matches? Or come on, it's actually very, 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 very. It's a sad one for the Ugandans, and also to us, and also to us, we sport guys. It's a sad one, and we pray may gentle soul rest in perfect peace. Delight, any last word from you?
Well, beautiful games ahead tomorrow. Nigerian to face Benin. Osimhen just joined the camp. As we can see, it's trending everywhere. We have the likes of Boniface and we have the likes of Chukwueze all prepared. And trust us, I think Eguavoa is capable for the job. And I expect that we win. We have Morocco who's going to be playing Gabon. We have Egypt playing Cape Verde. We have Togo who's facing Liberia, and so on and so forth. Just stay tuned to your TVs and watch the beautiful game ahead this weekend, as international break will be rounding off, and we kickstart club football next week. And I can't wait to be on the show next week also to give you a roundup of what has happened in the weekend's games and games to come.
So you can see our weekend is set, and we are glad, we are happy you stayed with us. So those people behind the camera, we say thank you for your support. Thank you very much because the success of this show is not just because of the both of us here, but your work as well. Thank you very much, and see you guys on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your weekend as well. Don't forget to call me for party. I'm available.